Rock and Stone Miners, and welcome to this solo elite deep dive run as engineer. This is my loadout. My primary is the stubby Voltaic SMG with these gear modifications and the super slim rounds, clean OC. For my secondary, I have the Shard Diffractor, the best weapon in game in my opinion, with these gear modifications and another clean overclock, efficiency tweaks. I like clean overclocks. Alright, so these are the gear modifications for pickaxe 1-1. The LMG gear modifications, I go with one sentry because it does more damage and it's also easier to set up. The platform gun, I mostly go for the expanded ammo bags. It gives you more ammo. And for the grenades, I choose shedders because the shedders are the best grenades in the game in my opinion. And these are lastly the gear modifications for my armor, and with that I think we're ready to start this. By the way, this is my second attempt at finishing this elite deep dive. We died during we got downed once during the during stage 3 of this elite deep dive because of the fact that stage 3 is lethal enemies with a lot of sting tails in it, so how we died in our previous attempt, we ran into a sting tail and its whip attack, it pulled us towards a huge group of enemies, and after that we were just downed in a second, because we were attacked by around 7 to 8 swarmers, and being attacked by 7 to 8 swarmers at the same time with lethal enemies on has 5.5 is not good news. You will probably get downed very quickly when that happens. So that's what happened the last time. But I will say this much, I have figured out a way to properly dodge the Stingtail's whip attack, the deadly whip attack which so many players are struggling with off late. And the way to do it is to move in a direction which is opposite to the direction you were moving in earlier. By earlier I mean before the audio cue of the Stingtail's whip attack began. So if you are moving towards your right before the Stingtail is about to attack you with its whip, after the audio cue, start moving towards the left, and the Stingtail will miss its attack. And the thing is that even though I know how to avoid the Stingtail's attack, I'm not really that used to that maneuver because the way I usually avoid the projectiles is by just moving in one direction. I just keep moving in one direction, and that's how you that's how we used to avoid all the projectile attacks in DRG so far. But now we have a new enemy in which whose projectile attack demands that you change your direction, so that is something which I'm not really that used to, and that in stage 3 in my previous attempt I dodged its whip attack successfully the first 2 times. The third time it got me because I'm not really that used to changing directions midway, so that is something which that will obviously come with experience and time. I have to make a habit out of it. So yes, hopefully this time we'll have better luck while facing the Stingtail on has 5.5 with lethal enemies. So yeah, this elite deep dive is quite tough because of that last stage. The first 2 stages are pretty simple, they're not really that tough to deal with, but that last stage, holy hell, that last stage is a tough one. That last stage is what makes this elite deep dive elite, I'll say that much.
Help me mine this.
Alright, just gonna tell boss to mine that. We should be getting swarmed here once, I think, because we got swarmed over here during our last attempt. And also Nitra is not really, collecting Nitra is not really that big a problem during this elite deep dive, because by the time we were headed to stage 3, we already had around 400 Nitra. Whoa, that's a lot of enemies spawning. Should have dodged that Mactera a bit better. So as you can see, like, we just got that Mectara attack because we just continued going in the same direction which we were already going in. But that's not true for the Stingtail. If it was a Stingtail, it would have caught us at that time. So jumping to avoid a Stingtail's attack is actually not really advisable, because it's easier to change directions if you're not jumping, you know. Alright, so let's see. We're still exploring in this cave before we head on to the next one. We're trying to find yeah, there we go. Since we found some more nitra.
Platform.
Trying to find some nitra and morkite. Alright, so that's where we came from. That's the waypoint where we came from. So yeah, let's move on in this direction and let's see what we have here.
I made a platform.
Alright, some loot bugs. Always kill loot bugs from all nitra.
Took out a loot bug.
Right, so far so good.
Loot bug open. Whack-a-mole.
I think we should be getting swarmed now. It has been a while. I'm quite surprised that we've not got swarmed till now. Alright, we found the entrance to the next cave. Gonna mark that with a waypoint. Just gonna get the nitra from this loot bug and then hopefully head further ahead. So we're at around 110 nitra, 109, 110 nitra, I guess. So that should be fine. Alright, so yeah, I think that's it for this cave. It's time to move on ahead. Right, there we go. That's a swarm. I think we should be fine fighting a swarm over here.
I need the damn minecart on legs. Where is it?
Yeah, I think this is a pretty, like, it's not really the best area I could have asked for while fighting a swarm, but it'll do, you know.
Access provided.
The swarm is upon you.
Gotta get rid of that warden. Always get rid of the warden first because it saves ammo if you get rid of the warden first, but well, alright, yeah, we got rid of the warden. That's good. That was looking slightly tricky, but okay, we managed that. And it's time to unleash the diffractor.
I like your mother dead.
May as well release some shredders. There seem to be a lot of bugs attacking us now.
Reloading.
You know what, I'm just going to tell Bosco to dig the way ahead so that we already have the way ahead open in front of us.
Should have left my nose on the bloody spice ring. Reloading.
The wave is almost over. Wipe out what's left.
By the way, stage 2 of this elite deep dive has septic spreaders and it also has a black box objective. So that's not really a good combination because septic spreaders, as you'll probably see in stage 2, they're quite tricky to deal with when you just have to hold your ground. You know, and when you don't have a lot of mobility, because that means that if the spreader, you know, like it sprays its goo or poop or whatever the hell you want to call it in the area which you are defending, it doesn't leave you a lot of room to move around. You know, it doesn't leave you a lot of room with to move around. I'm sorry. Alright, so that swarm is dealt with.
Red sugar.
Monitor, that's good. I think the next cave is gonna have the mules which we have to repair. So just heading over there. Shield disruption can definitely be an annoying warning, but fortunately it's on stage 1. So yeah, stage 1, because it has 4.5, so it's relatively easier. So not really that concerned about shield disruption.
Donkey, come here!
Where's the mule?
Molly!
Right, so this is the beginning of this next cave, and we have like a lot of we have both the mules over here. So just gonna call a resup over here because we're definitely gonna need ammo,
Supply pod launched.
and then work on fixing these mules.
Platform up! Time to restock! Feel my wrath! Shred and destroy! Grabbing ammo!
This Praetorian just sprayed its venom or whatever in a completely random direction right now. Derp Praetorian.
One platform, ready to use. Reloading!
Alright, so as I've said earlier, if you are able to find the mule legs without actually scanning for them, you face a lesser number of bugs than what you would have if you had scanned for them, you know. And I mean, of course, it's easier to find the mules by scanning for them, but it's not. I mean, finding the mule legs without scanning for them is doable, because the area around the mule leg will always be lit up, you know. So that's something you should remember.
Well done. Mule repaired.
For example, that mule leg, as you can see, the area around it is lit up, so that's how you can find mules without actually scanning for them.
Just take your sweet time, old lady. I've got all day assembly.
Kind of surprised
Go
that
get him, boy.
we faced absolutely no bugs while we were repairing the. Oh wait, speaking of facing bugs,
This one's for Carl. Die, bye.
alright, so this is the mules done, right? I hear some bugs spawning. Yeah,
You want some more?
Mule operational. Well done.
no biggie though. Nothing we can't handle for now. Man, I'm really nervous about heading to stage 3 again. That stage 3 is a tough one this time, you know. Lethal enemies on has 5.5 with Stingtail. God damn, there could not be a worse combination. Alright, time to get rid of this warden first. I don't know why the warden was just staying still without moving around, but okay. That made it easier for us to get rid of it.
Reloading.
Wow, more bugs spawning. Alright.
I got it.
I'm just using the diffractor 3D right now because we'll have to take some ammo after this anyway, so you know, may as well just use my most powerful weapon.
I'm taking some of the ammo. Yeah.
Alright, and with that, I think, because the last time I checked there wasn't really a lot of stuff over here, so... Oh wait, there's some nitra here.
Molly,
My bad.
over here.
There's a huge nitra vein here.
Worthless, but fun to destroy. Depositing!
Yeah, I think we're just gonna move forward. Man, the season 4's new bugs are impressive, I'll have to say, because they're quite complicated to deal with, you know.
Covering fire!
More bugs.
Assembly! Sentry armed! Timber!
Alright, so this is definitely the last cave. We may be getting swarmed once more, but I think after that we should be done with stage 1.
Where is that damn mule?
Yeah, I think we have to head this way. So we need around 70, no, we need I think 62 more Morkite for this stage to be complete. Yeah, it should be a problem. I think the next cave should definitely have it. I hear some bugs.
Sentry gun needs assembly! Off! I'll never get the smell out of my armor. Where is that damn tin can?
Almost got all the Morkite, just a little bit more.
Wonder what slop they're serving in the canteen tonight. Deep Rock seriously need to invest in some better equipment.
A lot of Nitra in this EDD, I'll have to say. Collecting Nitra was really not a problem. As you can see, we already have around 300 Nitra. Alright, here goes. This is the last cave.
Sentry gun needs assembly. Armed and ready. Bring it, backers! Mine it.
Can we finish this mission? Oh wait, no, we can't.
Agitated glyphid swarmers.
Swarmer Swarm! Swarmer Swarm is very easy, as I'll show you guys. You just need to have like an area of effect weapon equipped, and the Swarmers are no problem at all, you know.
Morkite quota met.
But I mean, they're not so easy that you can extract
You're ready, and we'll pick
while facing this swarm at the same time. So we're just gonna face this swarm. We're gonna deal with the swarmers first, and then we're gonna extract after that.
Reloading.
Ah, what the hell? May as well pre-shut. Shutters are amazing for dealing with swarmers.
Pop the loop up. Let's get them in.
God, just unleash the diffractor at the swarmers and watch the massacre happen.
I killed a loot bug, and I'm not so proud about it.
You're almost through the wave, team. Go, go.
Yeah, alright, you know what? So, yeah, it's time to extract. Yeah.
Good work.
Let's get on
In the can.
to stage 2.
Stage almost completed.
Get on with it to stage 2. Yeah, we're just gonna collect some ammo also on our way back. I think we had 2 ammo packs left in that reset pod, so if possible I'm gonna try holding my ground for just a little bit over there so that we are a bit more efficient about
Arrived.
our ammo. I'll show you guys when we get there.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
some of the leftover swarmers from the last swarm are still attacking us. So that's why there's just like so many swarmers right now.
Platform created.
Drop pod departing in T-minus.
Alright, so
4
we're
minutes.
just gonna hold our ground over here for just a little bit, because we have 2 ammo packs left from this resub. So we're just gonna take one right now, and we're gonna take
Did that.
another one after facing a few bugs over here, so that we use it up completely. I just deployed my shredders, but I don't know where the hell they went.
Cliff Gordon is history.
Or did we deploy shredders right now? I don't remember. Anyway.
Reloading.
Alright, yeah, I think that should do it. I think we're just gonna...
Getting supplies.
Yeah, we've got that resup also now.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3
Gonna head to the
minutes.
drop pod now.
Go, go, go! Drop pod isn't waiting forever.
Lot of Mactera in this stage, I'll say that much. Even though it's a simple stage, and stage 2 is also relatively simple. I mean, stage 2 is simple when you compare it to other has 5
The
missions.
mule's been successfully
But in
retrieved.
stage 1, there
Take it
is
slow,
quite a lot of
Drop
Mactera.
pod won't hang around forever.
Right, there we go. Stage 1 is done. Rock and stone.
Rock and stone.
Well done. Coordinates for the next LC coming in. Hang tight.
So the only complicated bit of stage 2 is that you have a black box along with spreaders attacking you. So that can get a bit tricky. We also faced a detonator in stage 2 last time, so I guess we'll probably face it this time also. But alright, let's see how we do. The cave leech cluster, by the way, is not really that big a warning. I mean, it's not that scary a warning because I have heightened senses, so cave leech can be easily dealt with. Frankly speaking, I didn't even see those many cave leeches during the second stage. I just want to get done with this quickly and move on to the real test of this elite deep dive, which is stage 3. Stage 3 is, I think, one of the toughest stages I've seen in elite deep dive so far.
Second stage of the deep dive. Complete your objectives and we'll send the drop pod back in to take you even deeper.
So we have around 317 nitra. I'm gonna try to get this to. Wait a minute. That is the grabber spawning. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this to 400 and then we're just gonna ignore nitra, because 400 means like we have enough nitra for 5
Down
resets.
the hatch.
Oh, pardon me. I meant I'm gonna try to ignore nitra after we get to 400 before starting stage 3.
You're
All right, more bugs spawning.
dead.
Lot of acid spitter also in stage 2, by the way.
I called for the mule.
Wow, just enemies are just non-stop attacking us right now. I also heard a Praetorian somewhere, but I don't. Oh, that is our friend, the septic spreader. We're gonna have to be slightly careful now because the septic spreader's attack, it does a lot of damage. If you step in its goo or poop or whatever, it really reduces your health. There it is. All right, that is dealt with.
Spillage.
Oh, Thank God for that.
Back one sentry gun ready to be built.
So far so good, so far so good.
It's armed and ready.
I do see the Holy Hoarder there, but honestly, I don't really like wasting my ammo on Holy Hoarder during elite deep dives because I already have a lot of special minerals, and my main objective in elite deep dive is to finish it without getting downed even once. It's not really to collect special minerals as such, you know. So if this was a double XP mission, that would be a different matter altogether, because you should always mine as much as possible during double XP missions, because that only adds substantially to your XP, you know.
Loot bug down.
Alright, so I guess yeah, I think we should just start the black box event now. You know, this is the black box, and wait a minute,
Needs assembling.
that is the sound of Mactera, so that means the enemy is spawning.
I got the tri-jaw.
That seems to be a lot of enemies spawning, so yep, that's definitely a lot of enemies spawning. Just gonna get rid of that first. Oh my god. This is why I love the shard diffractor. This is exactly the reason why the shard diffractor is absolutely my favorite weapon. It's so good at crowd control. So good at crowd control.
And hurry, please. Took out a loot bug. Need some free space.
Alright, we're at 500 nitra now. That's good. Alright, I think it's time to call a reset first and then start the uplink event. I'm not really that excited about defending this area, because as you can see, this area is closed from all sides except one, so we don't really know where the bugs are coming from. It'll be especially complicated if a detonator shows up right now, you know.
Black box found and ready.
Gonna
Defended while we retrieve its mission data.
plug this so that bugs don't attack us from here.
Or we will lose the connection.
Oh, that is a spreader. I need to locate the spreader right now to see where the hell it is. Oh, it's over there.
Shred and destroy. That will teach you.
Halfway there, team.
Okay. A lot of bugs attacking us, but our priority right now is to locate the spreader without leaving this. That's gonna be, oh, there it is. And as you can see, that's what I meant. Now that area is just, we can't go there for a bit, you know. That's what makes the spreader so complicated. Oh, Bosco took care. I think Bosco and the shredders took care of the septic spreader, so we're good. But yeah, you saw how the spreader can complicate things during a black box event.
Moment longer, 75%.
Make every bullet count. Reloading.
Another spreader, and that's oh, there we go. See, the spreader can just attack you from anywhere. Even if it's not in your line of sight, it can still attack you. Not really excited about the spreader located over there.
Mission completed. We've got all the data we
Okay,
need.
thank God transmission is complete, because we need to get the hell out of there, and we need to get rid of that spreader. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you, my friend? There it is. Thank God. So I guess the tricky bit of stage 2 is done right now, because the tricky bit is only the black box, you know, because there's spreaders around.
Reloading.
With the eggs, I'm not really too worried about the eggs, because of the fact that there are only 4 eggs, you know, so we're only gonna get swarmed once. Not really the best place for a swarm, so I'm just gonna like create a bridge of sorts so that we have place to run around in case things get
Split the
complicated.
Brace for swarm, team.
Alright, there we go. Alright, Bosco. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna move from this area because I don't really like that area a lot. So we're just gonna fight over here and see how it goes.
One sentry gun.
Swarm! It's a big one, team.
Rock and roll. Go like.
Okay, an oppressor during a swarm and with this complicated terrain could get slightly tricky. I'm just gonna let it come to me and I'm gonna try to. Oh my god, there's another Mactera grabber. Yep, there we go. Heightened senses. Got rid of the
No more oppression.
grabber. Gonna release some shredders. Yeah, the reason why I moved over here was to get rid of that spitter.
Don't let him flank you. Reloading.
Oh, that is a septic spreader. The audio cues in DRG are so important. You know, even the septic spreader and the stingtail, which whom we shall meet during stage 3, both of them have new audio cues. So you should always be on the lookout for the audio cues of the new bugs because damn, the new bugs are tough, man. Alright, so I think that should take care of that swarm.
Good news, team.
Yep.
Wave is thinning out.
Wave is thinning out, that's always good to hear.
Reloading.
Just gonna wait for the last few bugs to spawn before we take the next ammo pack and we go for the remaining eggs, which shouldn't be a problem because the remaining eggs they'll trigger enemies, but they won't spawn a swarm.
Come here.
So we're pretty much done with this stage and we're ready for the hell that is stage 3.
This is a
Right,
friggin'
time
hell.
to get the rest of the eggs. Yeah, so we're already at 415 nitra, and since we're not gonna get swarmed anymore, we'll probably be fine with that. Oh, wait a minute. We'll probably be fine with the rest of the resub for this stage at least.
One sentry gun ready to be built.
So I'm gonna ignore nitra now. I'm not gonna collect any more nitra because 400 nitra is definitely good enough for stage 3. And this time during stage 3, oh man, I'm gonna go guns blazing. I'm gonna unleash everything. I'm gonna use a lot of shredders. I'm gonna use a lot of the diffractor. I'm gonna try to avoid the stingtails attack even though it's so goddamn tough. But yeah, you know, hopefully we should have better luck this time. Alright, that's the bugs taken care of. 2 more eggs to go. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a grabber just chilling here. I've not even seen a single cave leech so far. What the hell is this cave leech cluster all about? Really, honestly, I don't even know what this warning is supposed to be because oh, I'm sorry, I said I'd ignore nitra, but there you go. There I am with my nitra addiction, just mining nitra whenever I see it. It's okay, we'll just ignore nitra from now on. So yeah, as I was saying, I mean, I've not even seen a single cave leech so far, so I don't know what the cave leech cluster is all about.
One sentry gun ready to be built. Sentry armed. I need the mule right here, right now. Come and get me, you big fucking bug! What's that smell? All right.
Alright, and the last, yep, the last section is here. So,
I really can't use this for anything. I need the damn minecart on legs. Where is it?
no detonator this time. The last time we faced a detonator.
Objective completed. The egg quota has been met, and management will be pleased. Well done.
Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna head back to the
All
resup,
objectives have been achieved.
and we're gonna take like the last 2 resup packs before we extract. Oh, wow! There's a. Oh, I'm sorry. That's legit. I thought the oppressor clipped through the wall, but there's actually a hole in the wall, so the bugs can get through that hole in the wall, irrespective of how big they are. It, of course, the same, of course, does not apply to us. So we're gonna have to. Gonna get through this wall. We're gonna have to. Yeah. Oh, we're back to spawn. Alright, so I guess that's that. And where's the resup? Yeah, it's over there. Okay. More bugs spawning. That's not good. That sounds like a lot of bugs and the septic spreader spawning at the same time.
Sentry gun needs assembling. Sentry armed.
Okay, may as well deploy some shredders. That's definitely a lot of bugs.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Where is our friend spreader? The spreader is hidden as usual. We're gonna have to find it. Yep, there it is. Oh, that too. Shit.
Lift its septic spreader down.
Well,
Molly.
alright, it's time to finish this.
Spreader's out.
If only Molly could just move a bit faster, man. Alright,
Completed. Proceed to the
it's
extraction
time
zone.
to extract. Yeah, I think we'll just follow Molly for this extraction. I don't think it'll be that complicated. Let's see where the drop pod is coming. Okay, alright. Yeah, just gonna follow Molly for this one, and hopefully it shouldn't be that bad.
Getting
Drop
supplies.
pod has arrived. Retrieving the mule. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Platforms placed. Here, have a bullet in the face.
Oh, almost got hit by that guy. Not really that great.
Create. Fall back to drop.
Oh, that's a lot of bugs. Get rid of this guy. I'm just gonna ignore the Praetorian because the Praetorian's really slow, and I'm just gonna head for the drop pod right now. As you can see, creating these shortcuts is also quite useful for extraction. You know, it just gives you a better path. Oh, not good.
In T-minus 4
We lost a bit of health there because of the spreader, and oh, it's still alive. Holy shit!
Galactic thanks you for your good work. Drop pod will leave with
Because the
all
spreader and
objectives.
slasher attacking us at the same time.
Dissolving.
Alright, but that's stage 2 done.
Rocket.
Good job.
Oh my god, I am not looking forward to stage 3. Okay, but this is a good time to practice escaping the Stingtail's attack. Alright then, here we go. Lethal enemies on Has 5.5 with the Stingtail. here we go.
Check your gear and let's go.
Third stage.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna ignore Nitra right now because we have
and you'll be back to drinking your soda.
we have a lot of Nitra already,
Back at the
so
abyss
we're not gonna
bar
need more
in
Nitra.
no
Just
time.
gonna focus on Morkite and of course the alien eggs, one of which is gonna spawn a swarm. Right, let's just move on to the next game. So you'll see me just calling for a lot of resubs right now because why not? We have like 400 Nitra. Because we're probably gonna lose a lot of health, you know? Because the fact that it's lethal enemies on has 5.5. So every basically with lethal enemies, oh, that is a sting tail by the way. So our friend the sting tail is already here. We'll have to search for him and finish it. We'll have to really prioritize a sting tail whenever we see it.
Ready to be built. Rock and roll.
Yep, that is the sound of our good friend sting. There it is. Come on, Stingtail, come up, boy. Yeah, there we go. We when it cues, it's when the audio cue. As you can see, we dodged it again. When the audio cue for its attack starts, you know, that's when you have to. That's when you have to move in a different direction. You know, when it basically makes that sound right, and its whip glows red right before attacking it. That's when you have to move in a different direction. Alright, so this egg did not spawn a swarm, which means the next egg is definitely gonna spawn a swarm.
Boom, baby.
Alright, so I'm pretty happy about the fact that we dodged all of the Stingtail's attacks so far. By the way, something interesting about lethal enemies is that it does not apply to projectiles. You know, so the projectiles of the Mectera, they do as much damage as they would normally do on Has 5.5. But yeah, the melee attacks they are the lethal melee attacks which you should be worried about. You know, this is a pretty good area for a swarm. So I would ideally like to fight a swarm here.
Access provided.
There's a good flat area over there, so I'd like to fight a swarm there.
Platform.
But we've not got swarmed so far, so yeah, maybe it's time to. That definitely means that there are bugs coming up. So yes, I think it's time to.
That's all you got, you slippery shit.
Wow, there are acid spitters also, man. What the hell? Give me a break.
Like that.
Since we've decided to ignore the Nitra, we're just gonna move on ahead if we can. If the bugs allow us and are kind enough. Not good. I hear some of those electric crystals up ahead. They can of course be tricky, but you can actually use the electric crystals to trap the bugs, because the electric crystals, they also harm the bugs, you know. Alright, I'm keen on getting the hell out of this area as soon as possible. I'm also keen on finishing this EDD as soon as possible, because God, I hate this combination. Lethal enemies, Stingtail, has 5.5, I just hate this combination. Oh, we missed some Morkite over there. Alright, no problem.
Bum-ba-bum.
Alright, so that's Morkite halfway done. Oh, something which you have to really watch out for are the Swarmers, because the Swarmers on lethal enemies has 5.5. They do a lot of damage.
Action time. A swarm will be upon
And there you go. You know what? So we're gonna just fight a swarm over here. The benefit of that is
Sentry gun needs assembling. Sentry gun.
that
I really can't use it.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
the bugs may get trapped in those electric crystals also. But of course, I'm kind of nervous because this is our first swarm on this has. Let's hope we survive this one, guys. Please pray for me because I am really bloody scared right now. Time to release some shadows. No stingtails seen so far. Oh, that is a Glyphid Warden. That's not good.
Getting more ammo. Reloading.
As you can see, some of these electric crystals, some of the bugs are dying because the electric crystals, you know. So that's what I spoke about. The crystals, while they're definitely dangerous, they
Swarm is
can
approaching you now. Keep it together.
prove to be an advantage also at times. Yep, the electric crystals really helped us out this time.
You're a
And that means there's a warden nearby. Yes, gotta get rid of the warden.
ha! Who's gonna protect you now, we crawlies? Come and get some.
Alright, we survived that one. Gonna take another ammo pack and move forward. Alright, so we have enough nitra for... Yeah, with one more nitra, I think we'll have enough resubs, enough nitra for 5 resubs. Still good, yep. Alright, so we have reached the second egg. Now the second egg we know for a fact will spawn a swarm, so may as well do it right now and fight at the same place because I like that place.
Prepare to fight for your
Yep,
life.
there we go.
The swarm is approaching.
Get back.
Alright, so 40 more Morkite and then we're done with
Objective
this.
completed. You're doing well.
Please be nice, swarm. Please don't kill us right now.
Reloading.
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
All right, I'm expecting a stingtail to spawn right now because it has been a while since we've met our best friend. And Deep Rock does have a habit of making life tough for me whenever I'm towards the end of finishing a mission. So let's see. So far so good. No stingtail so far. We've also not taken any hits from the enemies so far, which is great because any hit from an enemy right now would result in severe damage.
Reloading.
I was thinking of blocking that, but no enemies have come so far. Over there. Oh, that's not good. That is a shell back. Gotta get rid of that. Yeah, we'll have to be careful not to step into the crystals ourselves.
You're almost through the wave.
Reloading. Worst pinball game ever.
Wow, that's a lot of bugs suddenly coming up towards us. No stingtail so far though, which is pretty surprising because I had actually faced 2 to 3 stringtails in my previous run. So in this run, I'll have to say I got slightly lucky so far, at least so far, with respect to the number of stringtails that I've faced. I've only faced one stringtail so far.
Reloading.
Alright, time to move forward.
Support my minions. Die, monsters!
Alright, well, we have to collect 40 more Morkite and then we're done. Let's hope we can do that quickly. Alright. Yeah, I think we should be able to get 40 Morkite here. Yeah, I think we're done. I think I'm just gonna extract after this. Yep. It's time to get the hell out of this scary ass stage.
Molly, come here.
We've got all the Morkite needed. Excellent mining team.
Something tells me that the extraction is not going to be simple and that we're going to be facing a lot of stingtails during our extraction.
Stand clear.
Alright, it's okay. You know what? I definitely need to practice dodging the stingtails whip attack. So let's see how we do. This is it, guys. Home stretch. Pray for us. Let's hope the stingtail does not get us again. Here we go.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Ace for the first round.
Oh. Spitter taken care of. That's good. Okay. I actually prefer enemies with projectile attacks, except the stingtail, of course. But apart from the stingtail, I prefer the enemies with the projectile attacks because the projectile attacks they don't do as much damage as the melee attacks do on lethal enemies, as I've said before. Really crucial that I get past this stage without facing any bugs, and that just happened, so I'm thankful for that. We're gonna have to probably go up, right? This way.
One platform, ready to use. Move it.
I think we're gonna have to go this way. Yep.
Platform's placed.
There is an oppressor somewhere, but I don't really know where it is. It's okay. I think the oppressor is digging towards us. And that's the sound of Mectera spawning. No stingtail so far.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Alright, hopefully this is the end of it. We're almost done, and
Better hurry.
yep, and we are done with this elite deep dive. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's see how many bugs we get. Kinda lucky, by the way, that we faced only one stingtail in this run, because in the previous one, as I said, I faced like 2 to 3. The third stingtail got me. But alright, we finally did it. Deathless elite deep dive. Let's see how many bugs we killed. $664 bugs killed, never down. Until next time, rock and stone, guys.